Hey guys, it's Tiff. It is 3:46 on January 4th. I'm at work. I can't concentrate. I went for a walk. Yeah, so some stuff that's been happening. I am 6 weeks and 3 days pregnant today. We had a wonderful Christmas. I didn't want to tell everybody that we were pregnant. Ben and I didn't fight about it, but had a back and forth a whole bunch about telling people or not. But it was the holidays, and it was like the perfect timing, so we ended up telling our friends, well, one friend, Ashley and Sean, my family, my very, very immediate family, mom, dad, brother, grandpa, they're the only ones that know, and Ben's family, the smaller knit of them. Since Christmas Eve, something like that, I've had spotting to like bleeding, not heavy, not like enough for a pad or a tampon, but enough to show, like, this is so TMI, but it's my vlog for me, so, it started with like just like really light pink. It was fine, like, okay, whatever. It had to have been almost 2.5 weeks now that this has been going on. Really light. Every time I went to the bathroom, which I've been peeing a lot, wipe, wipe, wipe. Always something there. And then it got progressively heavier to the point where it was like a brown red. And then it went back down. And I haven't really had any other symptoms, negative symptoms at least. I've had a little bit of morning sickness. Like, it just, right when I wake up, I feel like, well, you know. I had an adverse reaction. Like, I wanted to like get away from the smell of sauteing onions. It's only happened once. I've eaten onions since, it's fine. And boobs are a little tender, but nothing like revolutionary. And I have like weird, like, if I don't eat when I take my vitamin, I feel nauseous. So, you know, like, I'm kind of like explaining some of these symptoms away. But the bleeding it's still going. So I called my midwife office. I haven't had my first appointment. My first appointment is on January 14th. I called her a week ago, said, hey, just so you know, I'm having some bleeding. She said, well, it could be fine. It could be the beginning of a miscarriage. We don't know. Monitor it. So I monitored it for a week, and I was like, damn, I'm still having blood, so I'm gonna call my doctor again. Called the doctor, talked to the same nurse actually, and she was like, yeah, I saw that you called about a week ago. Has the symptoms progressed? Are they any worse? And I said, they kind of come and go. Like, in the morning I'll wipe, and sometimes it'll be heavier or lighter, and then 15 minutes later it could be more. And there's really no rhyme or reason. I haven't been doing anything super strenuous. I've been sleeping a lot, just trying to like rest, because that's what they told me to do. But yeah, so it's hard to really get excited for something when you have no idea if everything is okay. This is exactly why I didn't want to tell family and friends until our first appointment, because everything could be fine, and it could just be like a random bleed, and like, whatever, it's okay. Or it could be like, yeah, when I get there and they try and do the ultrasound, there's going to be nothing left because I have bled for 2 weeks. And again, it's not the amount that like a period would be, but it's enough to be like concerning to me. I've never had it, and I mean, going online is like, don't do that. it goes from everything like, everything is totally fine, it's no big deal, to like, the sky is fucking falling and you need to go to the ER right now. And everything in between. And everyone's super different, so there's no answers. I mean, there are, but you have no idea if they're applicable to you, because you are you and not them. So, it's like pretty much all I can think about is trying to get from the 4th to the 14th. Yeah, so I'm struggling a little bit with it, if you can't tell, and sometimes, like, for hours at a time, everything will be okay, and like, I'm not even thinking about it, it's no big deal. Every single time I go to the bathroom and I have to wipe, it like makes my heart sink to my butt. Like, it's like, oh God, is this going to be like, is there going to be a lot? Is there going to be a little bit? Is there not going to be anything? Is it going to be relief? Like, oh good. Or is it going to be like, this is it, like, this is certifiably, like, a miscarriage? And I have no one to talk to about it, because I don't want to tell anyone else in case something is wrong, but the people I've told haven't really been through this. My mom a little bit has kind of helped through that, but damn, man, I just don't know. I'm feeling like fine physically outside of that, but like mentally I am fucked up from it. Am I doing something wrong? Am I eating something wrong? Am I like just, is there something wrong with me? I have no idea. I don't know. Or everything is completely fine and I'm going to go and there's going to be a baby, they're going to be the right size and everything's going to be great. And I'll probably end up crying more about that than I would about a miscarriage, because I have talked myself through, like, that it is possible that I'm miscarrying and I'm not going to know until the 14th. So I've prepared myself for that. Of course I'll be upset, like 100% of course, but I think that if that's what happens, I'm more prepared for it than I am if it turns out like everything is great. And the idea that everything is great is amazing and wonderful, and I really hope that that's the case. And every day Ben's like, multiple times a day Ben's like, how's everything, how are you? And I'm like, I just want to know what's going on. Yeah, that's kind of what's up. But I just really hope everything's okay, you know? And then telling work is going to be a mess. Oh, my hair, also, like, a complete rat's nest. I have no idea what's up with that, but I'm putting my hair back in a clip because I just can't be bothered with it. I feel like I've had to preface, like, all of my statements to my family, too. Like, when, on Christmas, when we told Ben's dad and stepmother, and Ben's brother, and a few other people, it was like, we got a little ornament that says, like, we're expecting, and it's real cute. Handed it to them, and like, as soon as they saw it and they got excited, it was like, but it's really new, and there's some weird stuff going on, and like, be happy maybe. But the thought that, like, if there is something wrong, and you know, it's a failed pregnancy, I'm gonna have to tell all of the people that know, like, just kidding, there's no baby anymore. It's hard. And I know Ben will have that conversation. I know Ben will be the brave one of the bunch in that. And he won't make me deal with it if I don't want to. But it is so weird to think about. And, like, I don't want anyone's pity or anyone's, like, oh, you know, I don't need that. And I know some people are just going to be like, people try and be supportive, and I'm just a cold person sometimes. Like, if I'm upset, or like if I'm in pain mentally or physically, I just want to shut down. I don't want to talk about it. It's like I'm having a hard time talking to myself about it, you know? Yeah, so I'm trying to stay positive, but, like, freaking out a lot. So come on, 2:10 p.m. on January 14th. I have it marked on my calendar, and yeah, so just an update. I wish it was, like, amazingly good news, and it might be in a couple of days when we go to the appointment. It might be amazing, and I might be able to start, like, actually planning, but until then, it's just acting like everything is normal, and not planning, you know? Yeah. So that's it. I'm going to try and distract myself for the next half an hour while I'm at work. It's hard down here when it's just me. There's sometimes up to 2 people down here. There was 3, and then she left. She ended up moving. and it broke my heart. I cried so much when she left because I love her. She's still with the company. She's just not here for another couple of years. And then I have another person that's always here, and then I have another person that's here once a week. And when they're not here, it leaves me to my own devices. And normally I'm really good about working up to the last minute, like getting everything I can get done. But the last like 3 days, and the holidays too kind of cause an issue. Like I got really caught up, and now it's like I have a half an hour before I go home, and I don't want to start any new projects, and it's just leading me to overthink. And that's just my personality. Pessimism, negativity, overthinking, depression, anxiety, like, bish. Yeah. And most of the time I can deal with it, and it's fine, and it's manageable, and I acknowledge it, and I don't want to control me, but it is so hard when you have no freaking clue, and your whole life could be completely changed by it, you know what I mean? Like, it's not waiting for like a midterm exam or something, where like you can study for it, your success is directly related to the amount of effort you've put in. It's so out of my control, and I hate it. I hate not having control over stuff. Fucking hate it, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later. Sorry for the somber update. Everything might be fine. It really might. Everything might be wonderful. In a few days we'll find out. But plan for the worst, hope for the best. And you'll know, like, really soon. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Thanks for watching. If I even post this eventually, maybe it'll just be for me. But that's it. All right. Talk to you later.